Dr. Fauci, earlier this week, you and other CDC officials were grilled on Capitol Hill about conflicting messages regarding mask wearing. Was this move to lift the mask mandate political?
No, it was not. Actually, it was really based on the evolving information, scientific information, that was accumulating over the previous several weeks to months, where it became very, very clear that when you look at the number of infections per day, the 7-day weekly average on a daily basis, it had gone down about 1/3 over a period of a few weeks. And importantly, as the real-time, real-world data on the effectiveness of the vaccine, it became clear that we were dealing with a vaccine whose effectiveness was even better than what we saw in the clinical trials, so that the protection against infection, the protection against severe disease was so impressive that it was felt that if you were vaccinated, we could start taking those next steps towards normality. And that next step would be to get people to essentially be mask-free, with very unusual circumstances where they'd have to wear a mask. And that's the reason why the guidance was changed, so that not only do you not need to wear a mask outdoors, but you don't need to wear a mask indoors. So it was really based on science.
Let's talk about the J&J vaccine. Now, we know in the beginning it was marketed heavily to Black and brown communities as a one-and-done deal, but it was recalled because of rare blood clots, and now we're also hearing about an outbreak among vaccinated Yankees players. Dr. Fauci, do you still stand by J&J's one shot?
Yeah, I do. I mean, if you look at the overall data, that it's really quite an effective and really safe vaccine. But despite the fact that there were some issues there about blood clots, when you go and look at all of the data, the incidence of that was vanishingly small. The issue with the Yankee baseball organization was, again, if you look at those people who did get infected, they had essentially 5 out of 6 of them had no symptoms at all. But if you look at the total number of people that are vaccinated and the breakthrough infections, they again are a very rare event. So the answer to your question, the specific answer, that we still stand by the high degree of efficacy and safety of the J&J.
And what's being done to make sure that rural and minority communities have access to the vaccine, which has been an issue from the start of this vaccine rollout?
Yeah, a very important part of the rollout program has been the issue of equity. And President Biden himself has made it very clear that that has to be built into every aspect of the rollout and distribution. And a number of things have taken place. For example, the distribution in community vaccine centers that are located also strategically in areas that are demographically highly representative of minority populations, particularly African Americans and Hispanics. Also, 40,000 pharmacies, many of which, again, are located geographically so that they're convenient to people of minority issues. For example, Latino communities, African American communities. We also have mobile units that go out in poorly accessible geographic areas for people who cannot conveniently come to a place to get vaccinated. All of these things are going on as an integral part of the vaccine rollout.